Hello. Totally a new day, new night, new afternoon, evening. And we're going to be taking a look at the M220 Pros from AKG. And drop. These things are discontinued. You can't buy these anymore. But you can get lucky possibly on eBay and probably still steal these for a decent price. They came in 3 different colors. A full black, the white version, and also the original, which was a kind of like navy blue. So, of course, it would be kind of wrong to do the AKG comparison that I normally do, which is I take the DFs out, I take the sextets out, the monitors, and I throw these under the bus right away. Did I say DFs as well? I hope I said all 3 of them. And I start to compare, because it just wouldn't be fair. Luckily, we do have a headphone that can compare very easily. The K240 Studios, 2014, and I believe that's the M220s came in 2017. So, the K240 Studios. I haven't talked about these on a one-on-one basis. I've always compared these to the best, the greatest, the historical, memorable headphones, like the monitors, the sextets, or the DFs. Sorry for my alarm. And for good reason. It's because I want you to think that these are crap. But in reality, if you were to look at the headphone market today and forgot the past ever even existed, these are the best bang for your buck for what you're getting, and also for longevity's sake. The fact that you can put the Barodynamic velour 990 pads on these make the comfort just spectacular. The fact that this is a detachable mini XLR cable means that you don't need to ever be scared of when your dong chews the cable out and you're just like, oh boy, better buy me a new headphone. No, you just buy a new cable. The elastics, which are known to wear off easily on the AKG headphones, are easily replaceable. The labels, when they go missing, easily replaceable. The metal that goes around this cover here that has serrated openings, easily replaceable. The cups themselves, easily replaceable. The strap, easily replaceable. The actual cable hanger design, this thing right here, that houses the cable to go from the left channel to the right channel, or left driver to the right driver, replaceable. The most durable headphone I own, and everything's replaceable. What the frick is this design? A truly worthy and hype-worthy design. I thank my father all the time for buying this for me as a gift. A gift that I did not know would have opened my eyes to the history and where these came from. And again, you can see that video. It's like where I revisit the K240 lineup. It's like 30 or 40 minutes long. And now we have another brother, the M220. So let's remind ourselves of how these sound like as we take out the M220s. I know there's a pad swap, but don't worry, I've listened to these for years with the original pads, which these also hold. In terms of build quality, these are no different. You have a leather or fake pleather leather material that can easily harden and deteriorate over time. Deterioration of these actually just come in the form of hardening, where they aren't going to be as flexible. It does still have this hanger design, which is just a black protective material that leads the cables all the way to the other side of the driver. The labels are basically in the same position, but this time are flat instead of being rounded, and say M220 and L in white, and has the new AKG logo saying M220 an R on the other side. The cups are also a painted, what feels like texturized white, and it actually has the reminiscent silver material on the cups that are, again, reminiscent of the sextets, or the K241s, which for me is maybe the reason why I wanted to buy specifically the white version, which may be more expensive. I know the black version is very expensive and more rare, for they just look the best. Besides the white design, nothing has changed. These things are still durable. I don't really give a shit if I drop these. I can throw these around. They don't weigh any different than a monitor or studio, sorry. They weigh the same. They're literally the same in every aspect. Again, the things I was talking about, how it's kind of like a sticker design for the L and a flat sticker or a label design for the M220. It's because on the Studio, the L is actually not a sticker. It is a full plastic housing with a cutout L there, and it does have this label for K240 Studio, but it's rounded. And same thing with here. This is not a flat kind of like I don't know how I can capture that on video for you guys, but it's feels different. And also, if I were to be real with you, it handles different. Like in the hand, there's something about it that's just a little better. A little better. Pads. Just know that with these unstock pads, nasal forward, no bass, no crazy highs. It's just a headphone meant to monitor the voice, which is what the goal of these headphones have been since its conception and design, is to monitor the voice. Whether that be you, the engineer in the booth with a DF, or it be the singer herself, himself, themselves in the booth singing along to the band or the accompaniment on the sextets or the monitors. The studios are harder to drive. They're harder to drive. That's something that I tried to didn't scientifically test, but they just sound quieter than the M220s. At the same volume level, using the same amplifier, you can plug these into a Mode 2 M4. They are just 55 ohms, and if I were to really look at everything, it's the same specs, even on the back of the box. It's same specs. We have here frequency response of 15 hertz to 25,000 kilohertz, or 25,000 hertz, sorry. 55 ohm impedance, which is all you need to really care about. 240 grams, I believe that. Yeah, it's not the most presentable box either. I actually wish I kept my studio box, but if you open up this, that's literally all that you get in there. It's like they didn't even bother. All of the important attention warning stuff is on that plastic piece here, and that's really all you get in the box. It's a very interesting minimalist design. Thanks for not wasting a lot of Earth's resources, AKG and Drop. Good job. So, comparing sound, I've already done the build and stuff. Again, I didn't mention the pads, but these are like the fake leather pads that are weird and they can get stiff over time from sweat and grime. And same with the foam on the inside. This can be known to gather up some of that gross material from your, from your days of gaming. As you can see mine, that's the original foams. They're known to really keep in moisture as well. They don't breathe. So let's switch over. In terms of sound, comparing the both of them. Nothing. Nothing different. They're literally the same headphone. And these are cheaper. Cheaper when they were brand new. To the K240 Studios. So, if I were to have a headphone that I'd want to recommend somebody to buy, if these come back, which Drop, I hope these come back. The M220s would have been my number one choice for $50 USD. I think it's $50 USD Might have been 40 or something on sale, but I don't really remember. But it's these. It would be these, whatever color you want. The navy-ish, dark-ish blue, or the black, full black, or the white accented DJ style headphone, as they name it. I would recommend these. They have the AKG sound. Is it as good as the old ones? Okay, I'll just be blatant. It doesn't sound it doesn't sound as good as the old ones. But the driver's a lot more. It's a more modern headphone. It's an easier headphone to find. It's an easier headphone to source the parts. It's a more reliable, easily replaceable. It's an easier headphone. That's, I think, as simple as that. And it'd be wrong for me to compare these to Sony's, because of the price. Like, I mean, if I wanted to, I'd just say that these just don't sound as intimate and as warm, say, as the V6s. They may not have they have calmer highs compared to the 7506. And I can compare these to the semi-open designed DT880s, the Pro, 250 ohm. And I can tell you right away, I'd still prefer the 880s for comfort and for sound. They just sound warm and welcoming and fun. But these are supposed to be budget studio headphones, just like the headphone that they were based off of, which this headphone was based off of the original K240 monitors. So the design philosophy hasn't changed, and I gotta say too, moving to the M220s, you think that they would be 20 less than the K240s, but they hit just as hard, sound just as good, and are just as light, as replaceable, as easy to use, as easy to drive as a K240. To me, these are a K240. Just another iteration, trying to milk as far as they could to remind us of a legendary headphone that will be sooner or later forgotten in the headphone industry. So thanks for watching this video. Tried to keep it short. These things I try to keep short as much as I possibly can. I will most likely daily drive these. If it isn't the 6XXs, it might be these. I've been daily driving these K240 Studios forever, and I think that they deserve rest. They may deserve it. So I'll probably do the pad swap. I'll be putting these pads on the M220s, and I think they will look sick. They'll look mint. But these have like an edge in my heart, and that could just be down to listen to them for 7 years, owning these for 7 years. That could be the reason why I think that these just feel different. The build is just feels different, and the sound, they're so similar, but I also still want to say that they sound different. But in reality, don't really sound that different at all. They really don't sound that different. So thanks for watching. Take care, be safe. I'll see you guys in the next video.